What's up guys, over here. In this video we're going to be talking about the EraPAD. And as a disclaimer, everything I say in this video is completely subjective and it's only my point of view. Yesterday when I was preparing the video on zkSync campaigns on Galaxy, I stumbled upon these campaigns from EraPAD. And these are all social and you can get the OATs, and also minting gas is covered everywhere. So I was like, cool, maybe I'll include it in the next drips. I briefly checked the socials, the description of the project, stuff like that. And I was like, maybe that's worth a separate video. And today I started researching the project and some things appeared strange to me. First of all, they got tons of stuff on Zilli. Some tasks here are super aggressive in the sense that, look at these tasks. Also, this video is going to be a little hectic because I want to sort of record everything just in case. So as you can see, these tasks, they basically include going to Twitter of other projects and commenting with the memes. So basically putting memes in the comments of the Twitter of the other projects, which is by itself, I found a little bit borderline retarded behavior. If you do that, consider that somebody comes in your Twitter and spams memes of the other project. That's like not cool. And not only that, this sort of behavior can get you suspended from Twitter. And actually some people in the EraPAD Discord claimed that they got suspended after doing these tasks. But I was like, okay, that's not a big of a deal. Maybe they super aggressive and competitive in their approach. Then I started to go through the announcements, and they had a recent post about that they raised 2 million. This was actually the post I read title yesterday, and I was like, okay, this is definitely going to be a separate video, because with a pretty decent VC funding of 2 million, like every project is definitely going to be on the map. And what this announcement says, that Era company, the parent of EraPAD, has successfully raised 2 million in funding from Utility Investment Fund. And then we have some blah 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 about the project. And then at the bottom it states organization Era company, contact person, website EraPAD Finance, again the website of EraPAD. Email, look at this email, charlielee@secondlabs.vc, and the contact person is Charlie Lee, no spaces for some reason. Country Singapore. So for me that was some weird stuff here, because usually when anybody announces the funding regarding investors, you can say that your investors are private and then you don't disclose any information, and that's fine. So I can, for example, say that I raised 1 million from private investors, that's fine. If you name an investors, these investors should be like accessible. And I was unable to find any mention, like whatsoever, any mention. There are no links here, first of all, there are no links. What is Era company? No idea. What is Utility Investment Fund? Try Google it. You won't find anything, like literally nothing. Literally nothing. And this is their Twitter, and this is the picture. And as you can see, there's also, it says utility, there is also a logo. I also tried to find this logo on Google Images, also nothing. So there is no concrete information, not just about this VC firm, but also about the parent company of this project. But actually, if you look at the email, we can take this website, and this is what I did. I went to that website to check what's going on here. So here you can see just a template, there is nothing here, pretty much nothing is clickable. The contact us leads to the email address, contact.us@secondlabs.vc. Then the portfolio is not clickable, it's just effectively logos of tokens. And about us, career is not clickable. It's effectively nothing here is clickable. So I was like, okay, this is all super weird. Now today, they've added Galaxy campaign claiming the airdrop of $1 million. By the way, the Discord is all effed up currently. I don't know why. Yesterday, they had around 6 to 7k people in Discord. In less than 24 hours, they got plus 10k people in Discord. So again, all channels are effed up. So I'm gonna use the Twitter here. This is basically the announcements. So they announcing some trunks airdrop based on bridging ETH to zkSync before the snapshot of 15th of May. It says you can share the hour 1 million USD price pool. So like, what the hell? I mean, this is crazy, absolutely crazy. There are some mentioning of trunks, of these like trunks in the docs. This is the page of the docs. You can find some stuff here. There's also some weird stuff about the airdrop. Like, I'm not gonna go into that because there is enough weird stuff even without going to the docs. Like, I'm not too interested about this stuff right now. And also there is no contract address of anything. Yeah, it's actually in the airdrop. Like, it has somehow connected to the airdrop, how to earn points, trunks, referrals. What is worth mentioning here right away? There is no mentioning of any people. And so going back to the campaign, first of all, it's unclear the rewards, like the trunks, how they're gonna measure it. It's also vague. Here also no concrete information. If you're claiming that you're gonna airdrop a 1 million USD, you better put that, some specifics at least, and not just saying that you're gonna give like some golden trunk worth of $100. And also it says act before May 23rd. So at this point, I'm completely super suspicious about the whole thing. First of all, the announcements of like 2 million in funding, and then even if you do 2 million in funding, if you for real gonna airdrop 1 million, it doesn't even matter if it's in your own tokens. First of all, if you are an unnamed project, $1 million market cap is already pretty extensive. And I was like, this is very suspicious, because as you may know, a lot of scams, they happen when people connect their wallets to some websites, when they're trying to like potentially claim something, and they sign some contracts or transactions, and they basically lose their money. So I was like, okay, I don't like it. I need to do some digging. So first I went to Discord and actually tried to DM the only admin on the Discord, at least the only one that shows up. And all mods, they joined around like May 15th. So very, very recently. Like for example, this guy just showed up. He joined on May 16th. This one is the oldest mod. He joined on April 19th. I checked, I think 4 mods and 3 of them joined lately. And only this guy joined in April. And also one thing I'd like to clarify right away here, because they do mention the audit reports. These audit reports for me, they mean nothing, because they basically just look in at a single file in order to check if there are any vulnerabilities in that specific file. That file is not implemented anywhere yet. Take it as a face value. If you launch the product, like all of your smart contracts in place, and then you go to like Certic and say, okay, Certic, you go check, all my projects, all my files, and Certic does that. That's good. Just checking a file with the pretty standard functions regarding the token, to me, it doesn't mean anything. And I started to looking through the announcements from the very beginning, which surprisingly was not long ago. It was like 2 months or something. And so first of all, I actually found on Medium, you can see a post is from April 15th. The text says EraPAD Finance but the link itself is to EraPAD.io. And actually, again, I cannot show it here because announcements doesn't work. But before it was EraPAD Finance, it was actually EraPAD.io. And I also had a different Twitter account. This is the Twitter account, EraPAD.io. That by itself is not weird. Maybe they wanted to do the .io first and then they switched to the finance. Currently the .io site is not working, it's not accessible. So the main page of the website is constantly going down, and I think from time to time you get in the cached version. And if you look at it now, it says SpacePad, cryptocurrency exchange for Bitcoin. First of all, the wording of that, like, come on, cryptocurrency exchange for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and altcoins. We operate the world's Bitcoin exchange and altcoin crypto exchange. It's like word stuffing. But also, what the heck is SpacePad? Isn't it supposed to be EraPAD? So I go Google it, and this is what I found. SpacePad. And you know what's funny? Let's get into the application. That is semi-functional. You cannot do anything here. You can check yourself, like you cannot do anything obviously. There is just some information. Affiliate link doesn't really work. Also, look at this, look at the text, and look here. One important aspect is tokenomics, which outlines the distributional allocation of its native token ERA. What? I thought native token was HIG. Like this one. What ERA? Yeah, but that doesn't really matter. And look here. zkSync. Arbitrum Girly? That really doesn't belong here. Like, why is this here? Obviously you cannot click on it. But like, this is zkSync mainnet and like Arbitrum Girly testnet. Look at SpacePad. Huh, it's an Arbitrum. And you can also, you can't click here. I was like, okay, this website looks better. There are actually some links in the footer. And at the first glance when I saw company and about us, I was like, yeah, finally. And I click and nothing happens, obviously. But there's also legal. I was like, okay, terms and conditions, there's a company there. And no, there's no company there, only mentioned the website itself. Contact details, support at SpacePad Finance. Support, same stuff. No entities are listed anywhere. No people, no companies, stuff here also doesn't work. So at this point, I'm like, this has to be the same team behind both projects. So I was like, okay, fair enough. I'll check the domains next, because usually domains can tell you a lot. And so I do the lookup. This is the official ICANN website. I did a lookup and we can see the data. As you can see, there is a mailing address, there is a phone. Obviously, the domain is redacted for privacy. The email is redacted for privacy. You can only see the generated handle. This is EraPAD Finance, okay? And this is SpacePad Finance. As you can see, handles are different and email addresses are different, but phone and mailing address is the same, and registrator is obviously also the same. Now, when was all of this created? First of all this is very, very fresh. Registered on 31st of March for 1 year. Some information was actually updated. I don't know how to check it, to be honest. Like, my knowledge on technical stuff here is very limited. I only show what I know and what I know how to find. And EraPAD was registered just on the 1st of May. So just this month, also for 1 year, also the same registrator. It's because before that it was functioning on EraPAD.io, and this is EraPAD.io data. Now here most of the data is hidden because it's a different jurisdiction and different rules apply, but we can see that creation date was on 27th of March. And we can also see the registrant country is Iceland, same as here, same as here. But that's not really news because we already know that EraPAD.io is the same project as EraPAD Finance. And this is a lookup for the second labs.vc. Again, because it's a .vc domain, different rules apply, and here actually you can see all the data. Same phone, same address. Registered on April 13th, and same registrator obviously. So it does look like everything was registered by the same person. Also it remains unclear whose website is that. Is this the website of the Era company? Why is there no entity listed there? Is this a website of this mysterious utility investment fund? It's also like nothing is listed on this website, so this website is completely useless to check anything pretty much. But we know it was registered by the same people most likely. And also let's check the Twitter of the SpacePad. This is also fairly new. The accounts themselves, they joined in 2022, but they actually started posting the first tweets, basically the first footprints from both projects late March. There's actually one AMA on Twitter Spaces. It's been hosted by Arbitrum Daily TK. Obviously this link is not going anywhere because it's on Arbitrum Daily TK account. I listened a little bit for maybe like 15 to 20 minutes. I couldn't handle it honestly because this is a joke. It's like super bold claims, pretty aggressive tone. And also what was funny here, two people joined. One is the official account of SpacePad. The second guy is somebody by the name of JoFlow from the SpacePad. And actually this guy is talking, and this account never had its mic turned on. So initially when Arbitrum Daily asked the main account, this guy jumps in saying he's probably cannot speak right now, you know, stuff like that. I'm just thinking it's the same guy, just logging in from different accounts from different devices. But again, that's just my wild guess. But all of this together, it doesn't look good. Weird announcements about VC backing, that's number one. Two, no entities mentioned anywhere. Not a single person with a face. Not a single company with a face. Nothing. Third, ridiculous stuff on AMA, but that's subjective. Then somehow it seems very much probable that these two companies are connected. On top of that, it just basically got created within the last month or 2 months tops. Now they're holding very aggressive campaigns, and I'm just afraid that there's going to be some sort of fraud or scam. Because again, now I cannot claim that like this is a scam, because like nobody got scammed, right? They're not telling you to send them money or anything, but it looks like the preparation for something for sure. And so my point here is, if you plan to interact with any of their products, with any of their websites, just be very careful. And I would personally stay a mile away, because the way things look now are not good. So yeah, maybe I'm just too paranoid, and all of that is a big misunderstanding due to a lack of information, but we're gonna see. If you know anything, if you have some information, be sure to drop them in the comments, and also DM me if you have some like facts that can clear or confirm something, I don't know. I will put my Twitter and Discord in description. That's gonna be it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. I know that's not the usual format. Please like and share, stay vigilant, and stay safe.